Assalamu alaikum, this is Sarah from Arkan and you are watching Live Prog.
Hello, welcome to Live Prog. I am your host Marcel Haster and I have an amazing album in this review for you. You may know that some 6 months ago I discovered the Israeli band Orphaned Land, the pioneers of Oriental metal. I not only did a review of their DVD, but I also had the chance to meet the band, hang out with them, see them live on stage. And I did an interview with their guitar player and backup singer Yossi Sassi. It was really an amazing interview. It was a very nice guy. It was a delight to chat with him. In that interview we did, he mentioned that he was working on a solo album. Now, I've been really dying to get to do this review because I've been waiting for this album for months, and when I had it, I had to do a couple of other albums first, but finally the moment is there, and finally I can present this stunning album to you. The Yossi Sassi Melting Clocks. To start with my first impression, I pride myself in having a bit of an above average hi-fi system. And when I put on this album, blasting it through my speakers, I was blown away by the quality of the production. It's crystal clear, you can hear all the details in the music. And that is very important because this is absolutely multi-layered music. Now, by origin, Yossi Sassi is a guitar player. But he does not play just the guitar. If you check his biography, it says there that he plays some 17 different kinds of string instruments. So he's absolutely, well, a very talented musician. And he plays several instruments on this album, and he sings on a couple of tracks. So he does a lot. Now, he had some other people joining in, some guest musicians. Probably the most familiar one is Marty Friedman. You may know him from Megadeth. He's also doing a guest bit on this album. Now, here you have the back, and he showed me this picture in the interview, and well, you have it here as well, and you can see there's a small note from him to me, which is really cool. The artwork is absolutely fantastic. Now, before we move on, I'm going to open it up and show you this. Now, and in case you're wondering about this picture, this is not Photoshop, this is the real deal. You know, he really went into the tub with his clothes. Here you have it again. So, really cool artwork, but there's a lot more, so I'm gonna take out the cover and show you a little bit more. Okay, before we move on to the artwork, let's check a little bit about the band. As I said, you have Yossi Sassi playing several instruments, and it's really impressive what he does. He plays several kinds of guitars. It says here electric, nylon string, acoustic and 7-string. But he also plays the oud, the saz, the bouzouki, the gumbush, I don't know how you say it correctly. He does keyboards and bass guitar on a track. And vocals, of course. He has Uri Shamir on the bass guitar, Shay Ifra on drums, and Ben Azar doing an electric guitar solo. And he has, well, as I said, a couple of other people doing bits and pieces here and there, some vocals, some instruments, some narration as well.
It's a numbers war to me. What's become so rare and few?
I gotta mention who made made this. Dina Bova and They are the ones who created the artwork in this album, and it is really fantastic. You see here, now they really did a lot of work on it. Now, as you can see, he's not afraid to show a little bit of himself, not just musically. Now, what's interesting about this album, and I've seen that before but not often, is that this is a concept album. It's basically a day in your life, well, put on music from the moment you get out of bed until you go to bed and everything that happens in between. So when you listen to the music, there in several songs you hear all kinds of clocks, which is not a surprise, of course, when you name the album Melting Clocks. This one, well, the last one is again literally a melting clock. I gotta say, I really love this idea of the artwork. Although Yossi Sassi is, well, one of the founders of Orphaned Land, don't expect this to be, you know, in the vein of Orphaned Land. It's a totally different kind of music. It's multi-layered. It has, of course, the Oriental influences. I would be really surprised if it weren't, but not as much as I would have, well, expected actually. I really love the Oriental tasted songs, but there are also bluesy songs in it. There's some more laid-back songs, of course, some acoustic work as well, but there's also some hard rock in it, some really heavy tracks, especially the song Another Day in the Office really rocks out your speakers, really great song. One of my favorite tracks is Numbers World, where Yossi Sassi does vocals, and yeah, I kind of like the riffs in that song. It's really beautiful. They did a video clip as well on that track. Check on YouTube and you might see it. Have to listen to this album and just go through your own day and just see how the moods fit what happens in your day. It is really an incredible album, and I am really thrilled and happy that I can do a video review of it because, well, you know, this is new music for me. I mean, Orphaned Land is still very new, and then, you know, meeting the man who made this, and he's such a nice guy to meet. If you watch him, check the Orphaned Land footage, live footage, you always see him smiling. And, you know, a very positive guy, that's what I like. You know, it's not the easiest country he lives in, but he makes fantastic music, whether it be with Orphaned Land, whether it be solo. Now, all I can say is, Yossi Sassi, please come to Holland, please show your music on stage here. I think a lot of people will love it. Definitely buy this album, support this man, because if you do that, you are supporting great music. So don't upload it, don't download it, buy a legal copy. If you want to download it, buy a legal download, but support the music so that we can enjoy this, well, this kind of music for many years to come. But for now, from me to you, Yossi Sassi, Melting Clocks. Get it!